Before any of this stuff will begin, I will highly recommend, of course, Kaden the GWR Engine's Farm and Sam retrospective video because he went into full detail about the CGI era of Farm and Sam and how many things change, and he doesn't want to stray away from that much. But on a whole, great video, dude. And now, back to the actual video. Hello! Dot is finally back after a 7 long year hiatus. Sorry about that, people. I'm trying to do a Dot impression, but you all know me. So, with the recent announced that tomorrow YouTube will go by AI age verification that most of us hate at this point, I decided to do something really interesting. So, Dot, well. What a tremendous show that has been over the past decade of trying to save for news and everything else. Anyway, what's the show all about? Well, let me tell you. The TV show at least, is based on a book series created by Randy Zuckerberg, with everything illustrated by Joe Berger. And you can see where everything is going into, huh? The show originally ran for 2 seasons, which ran from 2016 to 2018, with a total of episodes being over 78 total. Although we're going to go up a big mile one because a third season was greenlit with 78 episodes. And you all know what this is going. We're going to finally have 3 seasons and 156 episodes. Man, this sounds crazy to think about. Anyways, Dot. Well, you all knew where this is going, so we've been hearing news about Dot getting a third season. And obviously, I am most ecstatic about. Although that would be a bit of an understatement. Now, this new third season of Dot will consist of 78 episodes total. Yeah, more so than the last two, at least. Where not only it can be something really good, but it can also be touted as something else different this time around. But also more so than just those ones, and you know. Now, just a quick thing before we get into this. I want to say that this is all for fun. If you guys have to disagree on what I say, then that's fine. But if you do know what I mean, you all have to understand on what we are talking about because there's a lot to list on from the wiki and much more. Even some things taken from the show. Literally. Anyway, that's all I can say. Now then, on to the points that I'm going to discuss. First off, I wanted to tell you about my history of this show. I quite enjoyed this show. Now, obviously, it is on a new levels like Thomas the Tank Engine, Bob the Builder, Postman Pat, and Fireman Sam in terms of everything from what I can assume for most YouTubers. I can, the Unlucky Took Thomas retrospective, that's something not to mind. Even, of course, those character bios he did on Solar's Finest. You all knew where I'm going with. But for that, this is gonna be something different because this is going to be extremely long on what I can perspect on that. With anything in mind, I should strictly remind you that this is obviously a video dedicated to most of you watching this that I have fondest nostalgic memories for Dot. And on a whole, this show is obviously going to get a third season, which I am the most ecstatic about it. I hope you guys are too. But if your hopes are a little low, don't worry. I don't know about you, but well, that's the thing that I'm going to tell you guys. So, I was in contact with Terry McCurry on Blue Skype, and I asked him questions onto images that he posted, well, very lately into the game, which you knew where this is going, but I didn't realize until now, but we haven't got any news about this just yet. Although I have been expecting not much than just that. of which I am not surprised about him either, because from what I can assume or discover, holy damn, there's nothing else from what I can assume, from what I can remember. But what I heard from him, there's too much. I mean, according to him, when he made this post a couple of 3 months ago, I asked him if there was any official documentation after many years since Dove will be getting a third season. And I basically had the information laid out for that. And I said that I was doubtful about it. And I asked with the question that if it's true or not. But he spoke to me kindly about, yeah, he was a little bit baffled with this show because he legitimately said, of course, a lot of things, but I won't know if I should go into detail or anything. But you all should be getting me and others on a whole, albeit, albeit he loved working with, of course, the people outside of this goddamn show. Jeez, he praised the voice actors for it. Yeah. Also, as a random side note, I really loved Lily Bartlam as Dot. But not just that, she also did the voice of Sky from Paw Patrol in the later seasons, and Young Quinn from Total Dramarama. I mean, Lily Bartlam is such an amazing girl who, obviously, not only I give her credit to her characters, but also she worked, obviously, for the Batter. Good lord! Oh, did I also forgot to mention that there were some behind the scenes about the behind the voices of the Dutch show? Well, I'm going to put a clip to see what I mean.
Hi, my name's Lily and I'm Dot.
My name is Grace Oliver and I play Ruby.
What I like about playing Hal is he's very fun and goofy.
Although it has been a long while since, of course, I haven't gotten anything from Terry McCurry as of late. I am keeping on asking him if there was going to be any news about this one as of late. But because of the new YouTube AI age verification system and much more others that I should not go into detail because of that, I am the obvious one that I was going to be this one's late. So yeah. On a whole, Dot is going to get a third season that consists of 78 episodes. Now, from what I can read from the wiki, the season was scheduled to premiere in fall 2024, aka last year, but its release date has not yet been announced, which I must be, of course, confused. I wonder what release we'll be getting. That I'll speculate soon once I'll get to it. For the trailers or teasers, it's tough to say. Now, a rumored teaser trailer was going to be leaked on July 1st of 2024 last year. It was originally going to be on YouTube, but of course, all that we can find is only a recreated picture, and it has to be found on YouTube, thanks to beloved Nicholas D. Lost Media Archivist. Thank you so much, dude, for that image. You're wholesome. As for the teaser trailer, well, it was originally scheduled for September 2nd of 2024 last year, and officially leaked as well, but somehow it was delayed. And I was skeptical to hell on what will happen. What will the trailer be or anything? As for the episodes, well, as I said before, there was going to be 78 episodes in total. However, I had no idea what the episodes can be about. All I can find is, of course, the first episode being titled We're Back! And marks both the debut of new characters and return of all the characters who had appeared in the previous two seasons and the previous episodes that most people may think. Hell, even of course Chantal Marcotte, you know, young Dot's cousin or sister, I don't know the name of, in one episode from season 2, etc. This time, primarily at the same time from this and onwards, And at the start of the episode, the former surname Mr. Comet is fully revealed, and later in the episode, for unknown names of characters are now fully revealed. And Mr. and Mrs. Comet's respective first names are also now fully revealed. Mr. Comet's first name is revealed as Dash, and Mr. and Mrs. Comet's first name is revealed as D. One of the season 3 episodes is going to be a two-parter special, which I don't know if it will take place after the first half or after the second half or will be the season finale of it all. I have no idea. A two-part Christmas special called A Song for Everyone, but obviously it's going to be an extended version of the season 1 episode by the same name. This time with more Christmas carols being sung by all the characters and with more songs to come. Oh, so this episode is going to be a sort of musical, huh? Well, they already did it with Thomas the Friends Oranges Go, which, by the way, I don't know about you, but the Oranges Go songs are slapsticks. But there was also another one titled Dot versus the Jumels. I don't know what kind of title they came up with. A sort of bow tie tune, like special event where Doug Comet has a conflict towards the Jumels. The third season is expected to end with a 3-hour television special event titled Dot Through the Dotverse, in which Dot is featured in a new episode that speaks to everyone by imagining herself and all her imaginations while recapping the entire series through the narrative arc for 2.5 hours of the special event. Wow, this is gonna be interesting for me because I have a lot to speculate on. What would the episode order be for the episodes? Now, we all know that season 3 of Dog is gonna have 78 episodes, but yeah. Now, originally it was scheduled to premiere in fall 2024, but the release date hasn't been announced. Now, from what I was expecting, what I can speculate about this. Now, what can I speculate about this season is obviously the release date. Yes, I know, scheduled to premiere in fall 2024, but somehow no release date yet. So, my prediction for that, it will either release in time for the ninth anniversary or done, or held it all back for the 10th anniversary the following year. I totally have no idea. But I have a theory on my head, which obviously begs us the question about when will the season be released? Which I am obviously the only one. Of which I have a theory, of which this season will either premiere in 2025 this year or will be held back to the following year for the 10th anniversary of the show. I really have no idea, but this is all to my speculation. And that obviously was everything. This might be the longest video ever, but I also forgot to mention about Dot. You know, that girl with that kind of style of humor and everything. Well, as obviously been noted by everything else and in between, she's describing herself as a inquisitive and exuberant 8-year-old who embarks on hilarious adventures and who fearlessly sets about solving problems. Dot is a pale-skinned girl with short curly navy blue hair, which is obviously true. I'm not gonna lie. She wears a sleeveless red dress with pink dots inside. She also has a clipped hair on the right side of her head. She also wears yellow boots with no socks on. That's kind of weird. But what I can mention about her red hair clip, I can see where I'm going. In one episode called Swap Pop, obviously the one where obviously they had to carry out everything outside just because they wanted to sell all toys. Dot obviously had her hair like a little wavy circular or tail for her head, just because, and she has her hair she has her red hair clip on the rear. You know which episode I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I'm talking about the episode Swap Bob, which not obviously of course I had it in between, but also is something. I also had to talk about the other outfits. For example, in her swimwear. Her swimsuit is the same design as her dress. I am not kidding. Like I said, red with pink dots inside. Her pajama top is light blue with a cloud on front of it, while the bottom is a darker shade of blue with the namesake dots on it. In her Rancheroo outfit, you know, where she were in a couple of episodes, you know, the one that they tried to clear up a garden, trying to get the badges and try to be helpful. She has a blue beret, a blue shirt with sashes on it, a white belt, a slightly darker blue shorts. She also wears yellow boots and has white socks with this outfit. Unique. As for her age, well, that's something that I'm going to be talking about there. Okay, in the series, she started off as an 8-year-old girl, obviously throughout season 1, and that took to around that time. But in 2018, it happened. Starting with the second season premiere, Dot's birthday wish list to be precise, she's turning 9 years old, and from the second season onwards, she's gonna be like that. Or maybe, of course, in the future we'll see. I don't know. And there is much more I can add, but I really don't want to allocate this video any longer because with the new YouTube update and everything else, etc., coming tomorrow, I don't want it to be, of course, the one outside of the fandom just because of this nonsense. Yeah, random as side note, but Dot originally first premiered on Hulu on September 4th, 2016, then finally coming to Canada 2 days later on the 6th. Then airing on other countries such as Poland, Hungary, Jetski, and especially making it to Latin America and Brazil. Hell, even in French, Germany, the Netherlands, and other countries. That's all I'll say here as much. Maybe. I don't know. Big shout out to Terry Mercury for a wonderful chat that I did with him. His blue sky will be, of course, down below in the description. I am hopefully, of course, curious to see what your next project will be for voice acting and all of that. Well, if you know what I mean, you get the point. Anyways, that's all I can say, really. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and obviously, that's something, of course, I can say. Well, make sure you guys should like, share, and subscribe, and that will help out the channel a bunch. I am probably going to be out of YouTube for now because with the new update coming tomorrow, I am not so sure. But I'm obviously aware of many things and much more. And that's all I can say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Well, time for us to upload. This is the Really Useful Crew signing off for now.